So let's go to San Antonio. Gino, what's going on, Gino? How are you?
Romy, welcome back, bud. Last couple of weeks, you had some good guests filling in for you, but ain't no thing like the real thing, baby. Glad to have you back.
Appreciate that, dude. Thanks so much. Good to hear you.
Of course. Yeah, good to have you back and all freshened up. I hope you'll let me get through this take, not because it's going to be long, because it's not, but because it's not going to be popular, I feel like. But I've been wanting to make this take for a few weeks, and I couldn't because of some personal things. But fortunately, the topic has stayed relevant, so I'll go for it. And it's about the PGA versus LIV, the LIV Tour. My whole life, PGA, I love golf. I love playing golf. I love watching golf. And the PGA has represented a lot of things: class, dignity, tradition. But with the advent of the LIV Tour, suddenly the mouthpieces for the PGA have shown well, I don't know how to say it, but like a lack of dignity in the way they're talking about the guys on the LIV Tour. Guys like Brandel Chamblee and Rory McIlroy have really showed an ugly side to themselves. And let me be clear, I do not like the LIV Tour. I think it is not good for golf, and I wish it was not happening. But the guys who went to play on that tour have every right to do so, and as far as I can tell, they've handled themselves with class and dignity in the face of some really ugly commentary that's getting really personal. Chamblee in particular has been acting like a hot chick who got dumped by an ugly guy. Before the LIV Tour, he couldn't talk enough about how guys like Phil and Dustin Johnson were such great ambassadors for the game, but the second they left for the LIV Tour, suddenly these guys are the worst people on the planet if you listen to him. And Rory McIlroy taking a cheap shot at Greg Norman when he won his 21st tour event, so uncalled for. The Shark is a class guy, and you, Rory, you petulant, snot-nosed child, dropped your pants when you decided to join in with all the other bullies and take a shot at him and back the bus over him. Look how Tiger handled this topic this week at the whatever they call it. My brain just locked up. But anyway, he came out and said that although it was a mistake in his opinion to join the LIV Tour, that he didn't, blame the guys for doing it, but he just really disagreed and he didn't understand it. But he didn't put anyone on blast. He didn't get personal. He didn't do what Rory and Ramble did. He showed some poise and some dignity. Rome, you always say that we don't really know these guys, and by that I think you mean that we tend to want to make heroes of our sports figures, but it works the other way too. When somebody like Kyrie decides to, based on his own thoughts and information, not trust the government and Big Pharma with his health and had the courage and convictions to take a stand that affected him but to the tune of millions of dollars, he got crushed for it. He took a stand and was willing to pay the price for what he believed in. We used to applaud rugged individual in this country, rugged individualism, and now you get mocked for it. People have the right to make choices for themselves. It's practically what this country was founded on. Being a professional golfer or an athlete in general doesn't suddenly take that away. I may not agree with everything Kyrie says, and I don't. And I may dislike the LIV Tour, I do, but I applaud anyone who can rise above the so-called wisdom of the crowds and think for themselves. Thanks for the platform, Romy.
There you go. Gino in San Antonio. I don't know that going to the LIV Tour is, quote, rugged individualism. I think it's a rugged cash grab.